watching Chair Yoga with Laura. Today we have a gentle all-seated yoga class focused on releasing your hips and lower back. So we're going to work on improving our flexibility, reducing tension, and supporting our balance and posture. This will be all seated, so make sure you have your area clear in a nice sturdy chair. While you're getting ready, my name is, again, Laura. I'm ACE certified personal trainer working exclusively with seniors for the past 19 years. I offer you modifications and ways to exercise so that everybody can find a way to keep moving and hopefully stay independent a bit longer. So let's begin sitting up tall. We're going to be warming up our low back and our hips first before stretching them out. So let's start with a few pelvic tilts seated in our chair. And I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see. Now you've got those sit bones that you're on. Rock back and forth on those. So try to keep your chest and ribs up and move just the hips. Feeling this in our low back as well. All right, let's bring this up, take our knees wide, and we're going to do some circles right here in our chair. So make these as big as you can. Keep them small if you need to. Now one caveat, if you've had hip replacement surgery and stuff, let's switch directions. Listen to what your doctor has told you to do. If we do something today that you shouldn't do, then don't do it. Skip it and wait for the next thing. Same thing if you take a class somewhere, skip it and move on. Let's bring this in. We are going to sit up tall and do just a little march in place. I learned this one from a physical therapist once who says she does this with all of her patients. So I like to throw it in when I can. And let's go ahead and take this to one knee. We're going to lift it up toward our nose, round our back, release through the spine. Now let's lift up, take that knee out. You can keep holding on to it with your hand or not. Take it into some circles. Take it the other direction. All right, let's sit up tall. We're going to take that other knee, round your back, bring it up toward your nose. And again, with your hand or without, take it to some circles. Switch directions. All right, from here, let's round ourselves completely forward, coming on to our legs. And we're going to lift up, lengthen up tall. Easy fists on our bottoms. Find a little back bend here. Let's walk our knees out. So we're going to stretch our hip in every way possible, adding lower back when we can. So let's tuck our tailbone under, round our back a little. Lifting up from here nice and tall. Let's start with an easy lean to one side. So start to feel the waist and hip, and there's muscles tying into the lower back, opening up a little bit. And let's take that to the other side. Making sure to breathe as deeply as possible. Let's come up from here, bring our knees back into hip distance. We're going to lean forward and just take one arm off to the opposite knee. Add a little more stretch to the back of your hip. Feeling this in the buttocks and the low back. Let's come back up and take this to the other side. And back up. Easy fists to our bottom. Let's lengthen up. Draw our belly forward and our shoulders back. Lengthen as tall as possible. And release from there. Let's take this wide. We're gonna go deeper this time. So keep it here or extend up. Take a few deep breaths, make sure this is feeling okay. Maybe even angling our arm out over our ear. All right, let's take this to the other side. So again, you can stay right here if you wish. Depends on how your shoulders are feeling today. Reach this up overhead or even out over the head. As long as we can breathe, we're okay. Now let's lift up from here. We're going to press open. So drawing the knees open, heart forward just a little bit. Feel that stretch in the groin area, inside of the hips. We're going to go ahead and take this to the outside of the hips as well. So crossing at the ankle, letting that knee drop, heart coming forward, or we're going to cross at the knee and bring our heart forward. Allowing our foot and knee to relax. Again, making sure that we're breathing. If we're feeling it, we can come a little further forward. Lift up and switch sides. So again, cross at the ankle or at the knee, it's up to you. Bring this forward. Wherever it's breathable. And of course, you can come a little further forward if you choose. Lots of options. Let's come up from here. We're going to bring our knees together. Start with an easy twist, lengthening out tall. Let's take it hands to one hip, or we can let one hand come onto the chair. See how this feels? We're going to look at a deeper twist in a bit. Coming back to the center, taking it to the other side. So just gauge how this feels. You can keep the twist here when we come back to it. Let's bring our knees back out to hip distance, extending one leg forward. We're going to push our foot actively into the floor and then lift it up a couple inches off the floor. Drop it down, push. Now relax it and bring your heart forward. Let's switch sides, taking the leg forward, push down into the floor. Lift up a couple of inches and hold. Press it into the floor like you're going to make a hole in the floor. Now relax, and let's bring our heart forward. All right, let's move on to one of my favorites. If you've done my videos, you've done this one before. We're going to turn around to the side, come onto this thigh, and really let this knee come down. So I'm untucking my toes this time to really push that knee down toward the floor. And then you can also slide it back a bit if you wish to get a little more, but make sure that you're solidly on the chair with this one. Let's add a side bend. Really releasing through that hip, up into the waist and lower back. Feel this opening. Let that knee let gravity pull that knee down. Let me know in the comments if you would like a stretching class done on stairs where you're holding onto the rail. We can let our feet hang off the side of the stair and let gravity help us with some other stretches too. Let's come up tall. We're going to add a little twist toward the back of the chair here. unwind from that. And let's bring our feet together, slide back onto the chair. We're gonna stay facing this side, nice and tall through our spine. This is where we're getting deeper. Turn toward the back of the chair. Do not hold and pull with the chair. Just let your hands rest on the top. Making sure to breathe as always. All right, let's unwind from here, come back to the center. All right, let's step to the other side. Again, we're gonna come off to this side, let this knee come down, untuck the toes. And again, just let gravity pull it down. If you want to slide it back a little more, you can. And let's reach up and lean back over the back of the chair. Add that side bend here. And let's come back up, take it to a twist. Just an easy twist here. Let your hands float in the air. All right, let's bring our legs together, over towards the side of the chair, sitting up tall. Let's twist to the back without holding and pushing, pulling. Just let your hands rest. So from here, we'll bring the soles of our feet together. We're gonna sit up tall, tuck our tailbone under. So we let gravity open up along the front of our hips or middle of our hips again. And as we tuck our tailbone, that's gonna stretch out our lower back. And then we're gonna lift up tall and draw our shoulders back. So I'm gonna move to the side. You can stay facing forward, but I wanna move to the side so we can look at this back bend. Easy fists right there on our bottoms. Get down there on those hips. Lengthen up, draw the elbows back. Now if you're feeling it, you can lean back a little further. If you're against the chair, you can let your shoulders come to the chair. Now let's lift up from there. All right, so let's take it to those circles again. Let me know in the comments if you feel any release, and maybe you're not feeling it now, switch directions. But if you feel it later in the day, come back and leave me a comment and let me know. You can also find me at Laura Wilson on Facebook, FitOver50.Laura on Instagram. Links are in the description below and on the main description or about section of YouTube. If you wanted to follow me there, I share little quick tips and stuff like that every day, little bitty exercises to remind you to get up and get moving so that you can continue to do the things you enjoy to do for as long as possible. If you enjoyed this video, take a moment to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Ask your friends to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Smile.